had some Saturday night.
Hi.
Hi, are we ready?
We're ready. Sorry, next.
Are we
I'm
on?
Guenn.
Hi, I'm Krista, and we are back. Finally, you've been gone away. Didn't know what to do.
And we're back in our podcast room where we're drinking the house wine. And I said, oof, that is tart. I have not had white wine or rosé in a minute because I've been traveling and not places where you can get white, rosé, good wine or anything.
I know you keep calling it white wine.
Well,
I know. It is pink.
I know. Sorry. That's where my head is. I'm like so confused. And Krista takes a sip and goes,
I was like,
She's like, that's what I needed. That's what the doctor ordered.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. If you are just joining us for the first time, this is a fun girlfriend podcast where we talk about great, funny stories. We relax, we catch up, and we want to just have you laugh and entertain you.
Yeah, we just wanted a time to set aside each week that we could get together. And we think we're amusing enough and have the means, as in the equipment, to record it and then put it on the internet. So here we are. Why not? Come along. Sorry, next.
I know. And sorry, next. We're going to Aruba soon in September. And honestly, it was a girls' trip, but now our husband somehow got on.
Sorry, I know. And there's actually a few spots left. So it's part wellness retreat. If you want to go do that, where there's going to be pickleball, there's going to be yoga, there's going to be sailing, snorkeling, anything that you kind of want to go do with a group, but you can't get your group to go do it, it's going to be organized for you. And then there's also a golf package. So if you'd rather go golfing and do things like that in Aruba, then you have that organized for you as well. So it can be his and her if one of you wants to do one, the other one doesn't, or you just go with a friend or you go by yourself. It's one of those things where you're going to make friends with the group and you can do as much group stuff as you want or not.
Yep.
So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. We can link the few spots that are left. I think they might have a couple in golf, but I don't know if there's any wellness left. So
I don't know.
Look it up if you're interested. You want to be in Aruba with us?
I know. Would you ever, these trips are so awesomely organized that you can totally just go by yourself. And I feel like that's always something that you should do, is go on a trip by yourself. Would you go on a trip though, going by yourself?
I mean, when I was separated in 2024, that was like one of the first thing I Googled was like cool places to go alone or group travel for solo travelers.
Right.
And it is totally, there's services out there that do that. But luckily we know Anna from Dream Team Charlotte.
Yeah.
And they are already planning all kinds of things like this. Like they just did one in Croatia on a chartered yacht, a chartered catamaran, which is on the bucket list.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So, I mean, I think it is something worth doing. And everyone says you go as an individual, but you kind of leave as a group because everyone's in the same boat. You're all kind of on your own, trying to make friends and the camaraderie's there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. I'm pumped.
I heard someone I knew from high school is going that I have not talked to since high school.
Oh, really?
This should be interesting.
And we're going to be doing the podcast live from Aruba.
Oh, fun.
Which is going to be great.
Great. Tan lines.
Yeah. So sorry, next. You just got back from an amazing mission trip.
Yes. I was just in Africa. And I'm actually out of my malaria pills. And so now I'm all paranoid. I'm like, do I have a sore throat?
Oh, no.
I just ate some oranges and I'm like, get me my vitamin C. Am I just run down from travel or am I suffering from the effects of malaria?
Wait. So you ran out or you're supposed to take them longer when you get back?
Yeah. So you take them for 1 to 2 days before you're there. You take them the entire time you're there. And then you're supposed to take a 7-day regimen after.
Oh my God.
Because it doesn't leave you. You have it for forever.
If you don't see me right now, my mouth is open.
So what happened was a couple of the guys on our trip forgot theirs at home. Like they're like, oh man, because we're on like this group text on the WhatsApp, and everyone's like, don't forget to start taking your malaria meds. And then we're at the airport for an early morning flight the first day, and everyone's like, did you take your pill this morning? And 2 of the guys in the group were like, oh my gosh, I think I forgot mine.
Oh my God.
So since I had a 7-day overage with me, I just sort of rationed them out and gave them to them throughout the trip so that they could stay on their meds too. Me and this other woman did. And then one of them handed me like 2 when we landed because his wife met him at the airport to pick him up. And he's like, here's some of the pills. I owe you 2 and her 5.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just refill my prescription. I'll just explain to my doctor, oops, I lost them. Or oops, a friend forgot. Right. A friend forgot his, like, I'll figure it out. And then of course I've done nothing of the sort.
Well, you just got back and then this morning you're volunteering at the kids' school for half a day.
Well, that's mom guilt. I feel like I have to double time to make up for lost time. Like I missed the father-daughter dance. I missed, sporting events. And the guilt weighs on you.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But
did.
everything went fairly well at home.
I was going to say, did shit hit the fan? Nothing
major. Like last time there were ceiling leaks, water, missed rides, a lot of guilt being put back on me. And I'm like, I'm feeling led to do this, like with God in my corner. So I don't really feel like you can guilt me into this.
Yeah. You're like, I don't even have hot water.
I know. I'm like, I'm not on a girls trip sipping a margarita.
Yeah.
I mean, I do drink a 40 every night when we get back from the school. Like it's a 40-ounce beer because that's all they sell. And it is so cold. And it was 110 every day.
Yeah.
It was like feels like 110, 106, 108. And I'm outside under like a cover.
Yeah.
But these buildings have no electricity, no, AC. Exactly. My hotel room had AC and sometimes had hot water.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is not this like luxurious trip. I'm setting alarms. We're working at a school all day. Like, it's super fulfilling work, but it's not vacation.
No.
So I'm just like, don't give me grief about this. So my family was great. The kids all love it. The kids all want to go with me someday. This was my 4th time going with Give Hope Global to Ghana, to a town there where there's a school that we support. And it's just awesome. Like same kids every time and just like the same community, the same family that hosts us. So we stay at the same hotels, we eat at the same restaurants, and it's just magic. If you've never... It's just good to put yourself in a completely different situation than how you live, because it humbles you and it kind of checks your privilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are so spoiled and all have a plethora of excess, no matter what you feel like you're struggling with. I mean, these kids are running around playing soccer with a deflated volleyball barefoot and there's glass around them and they are smiling and happy and they're so humble and like pure.
Yeah.
And it just kind of helps you remember, a roof over your head, clean water, and an opportunity to get an education. Like that's kind of what matters.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
That's why I do it, to kind of recenter me so that I don't think about, beautiful houses on.
Don't let her fool you. It doesn't
Queens
make her
Road West.
It doesn't make her less bougie when she gets back.
I was like, I'll have the caviar, please.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
How was that, by the way? Because I had to take off from that meeting quickly. But did you do the caviar martini from Ocean?
One of our favorite restaurants, Ocean, just launched a new caviar stuffed olive martini, and it is as good as you'd expect it to be.
Delicious.
We
love that restaurant. If you haven't tried it, go to Ocean.
Go to it, or any of their other restaurants like Viva Chicken or Yunta.
Oh yeah, they're all delicious.
What a family of restaurants.
Yeah, they do a great job though. Everything's consistent. Their staff is wonderful. The food is amazing. I mean, from the day they open.
Next, I see your sweatshirt that you're rocking today is a Tar Heel sweatshirt. So you're fully on board. Your son is committed?
He's committing this week.
Oh my gosh.
It was such a magical weekend. It was incredible. So this was admitted student day. They do like 4 of them. Where you learn more about the school, the curriculums that they have, the opportunities, the support that you get. Also, he's part of the Carolina Global Launch, which is where he's going to study abroad the first semester.
Wow, crazy.
And so just learning more about that because, they just talk to the students now. The parents aren't in the loop. So I've known about this study abroad, but I didn't have the info except for the limited information that I would pull out
here through him.
Yes.
Right. And so much gets lost in translation. Let's be honest.
Yes, it does. And there were 4 students that had gone through that program, and they all were in Scotland, Korea, Grenada, and a few other places. But they had a panel of students, and they talked through their experiences. Yay. And then you got to ask questions, and you're going to laugh at this. But of course, I'm like, so we don't fly over with them. And I know your friend has a daughter too, whose husband was like, or her dad was like, no, I'm taking her over there.
She's not going all the way to Singapore without me or wherever she's going.
You do not.
Hard no?
Hard no. They said, do not. You will be the only parent with your kid if you do that.
It'll be mortifying for them.
But go visit. So
we need to plan a trip to Korea.
We're going to Korea. Yes.
Well, we can get Anna with Dream Team Charlotte to plan that trip too.
Yes.
Because working with them, this is a friendly plug because they're awesome, but it doesn't cost you as the trip taker anymore.
Right.
Their relationships with the hotel brands and the other groups end up paying the reservation fee kickbacks to like travel agents, so to speak. So we will have a phenomenal trip where someone else did all the research and the legwork, gives you options.
Yeah. And they have like better pricing, better opportunities because they have these relationships.
Right. Because they book in bulk. So they're like, heck yeah, I'll give you a better rate.
So yeah, we're going.
We're going.
So
is that me or you and your husband? Or
no, the suit is not going to
He doesn't want to go to Korea?
No, he won't. He's
I mean,
like,
the current climate of things today, it's the world's a little dangerous. I will say, when I was at JFK, some of the lines, like there was a flight to Dubai that was not that crowded. Some of them, like to the certain Middle Eastern countries were, but then I saw kids waiting in line to go to Barcelona, and like the Amsterdam flight.
Yeah.
I was like, let me get on that plane, man. Just with young, fun kids, and I was like, I feel like I'm one of you. I should be on that.
Well,
trip.
so so we're going to Korea, but once Colson goes over there and gets a schedule, then we'll figure out when, or at least maybe we have a good idea of when.
He's got to go first before we find out.
That's what they said. They said that he needs to get there. He'll get his schedule, and then
they probably, like, I did Granada for mine. It was not my first semester freshman year, but it was my fall semester junior year. And it was true. Like, once we got there, we kind of was like, okay, the third weekend we're going to Barcelona. The fifth weekend we're going over to
they do all these trips.
Italy.
While they're there.
We'll be in Rome. We have a appointment at the Vatican on this date. So then, like, your parents could decide, do they want to meet you at school and tour Spain? Do they want to be there when you're in Madrid? Do they want to wait and go to Barcelona with you?
Yeah.
Or wait till you have a free weekend and take you somewhere else.
Yeah. So maybe we check with Anna and have her kind of put some feelers out there. But yeah, it was.
Because we've got Aruba in September.
I know. So I'm thinking late October, early November, something like that.
Okay. Well, what's the weather there? If it's warmer, I will.
If it's warm. What if it's cold?
I mean,
I think it's similar to here.
Okay.
Yeah. She's going to go to Korea for me.
I sure will.
But I'm so excited. And you got to meet kids that are in this program
freshman
and are going to Korea.
Oh.
And there was this one boy who, him and Colson, he had blonde hair, but I met his parents and we were looking over at the kids talking, and the dad goes, "Isn't that funny?" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, they're wearing the exact same thing. Nike tube socks, white shoes, black athletic shorts, long sleeve Carolina t-shirts.
Oh my gosh. Peas in a pod.
I know, it's so funny. And they're all going to Korea. It was awesome.
That's got to feel comforting that you're like, okay, he's not going to be on an island, so to speak. He's going to be
it's going to be good. He's going to thrive there. And experiencing Carolina was awesome. Like just walking around the campus, and then we went and had dinner at the Carolina Inn, which is the hotel right there. And then walked back to our hotel on Franklin Street, past South Campus, which is where all the fraternity houses were. Mm-hmm. I was like, let's go in, because it was the Duke Carolina game. Yes. So all the frat houses were having parties. And I was like, is this legal? Can you go in? And Colson's like, Mom, no, we're going.
I would have gone.
I was like, let's go. Let's go walk in. And he's like, Mom, no. And that's I'm like, fun. I've never experienced a fraternity
thing. Oh, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah. So anyway,
I was a Sigma at ECU, and now my kids think that's so funny if I ever say that, because they're like, "Mom, don't say Sigma." I'm like, I'm a Sigma. I can't help it. And now it's like, I say it's cool, but they think it's like a poser or something.
Oh, that's
and
one
then
of the words.
I've like sang the Greek alphabet for them, and they think that that's like mortifying. But anyway, no. So I also noticed you have a Duke flag in your front yard, though. So you're gonna have to trash that.
Well, yeah, because
are you a house divided now?
I guess so.
Who went to Duke though?
Nobody.
They're just fans. I mean, no one in my house went to Carolina, but Ken's whole family did, so everybody loves Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, DJ from just his dad loving Duke, and he's always loved Duke, and so we got him a Carolina hat, and he did wear it today.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, it was amazing. It was such a great weekend, and then we figured out all the costs, put it on a spreadsheet. And then I was like, here you go, buddy. Go talk to your dad about what portion he's going to help with.
Great.
And apparently that conversation did not go so well last night.
Well, money is always tension, right? Mm-hmm. College is always, I think, more expensive than people imagine. And maybe since you have done a lot more of the legwork, maybe he was a little more shell-shocked. It's going to take a minute to sink in.
Yeah.
But he had this child, and he knows. I mean, unless he wants Colson to take out loans completely, which I hope he doesn't. But loans are okay. I mean, I paid mine off when I was 40. Yeah. It should not, and I didn't aggressively pay it off because it's not a negative debt. You know, I have a credit score in the 800s.
Things have changed now. Like students can only take up to a $5,500 loan freshman year, then it goes up $6,500, $7,500. His college sophomore through senior year is going to be super affordable. It's going to be like less than $13,000 a year because he had some grants and some scholarships. Like it's totally affordable.
Boy, Colson,
especially if me
and Dad are splitting it. Yeah.
With the program that he's going on, there's an added expense for that, so it's like double of what. And maybe even a little bit more because he's going to need spending money over there. And I'm like, that's not all falling on me, which is what happens where he just, yeah. So anyway, I told him, just let it sink in for a few days. Let him have a conversation with his wife on what they can do. And then we'll take it from there. But don't worry about it because it'll be fine.
Right.
You're going there. We'll
figure it out. Yeah. It's just money and we have every day of our lives to make more.
Yeah. Because I could see it was stressing him out. I'm like,
sure, he's a kid.
Don't stress. It'll be fine. Commit. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah. So, but it was great. It was awesome. So what happened? Sorry, next, going back to your trip on the plane because you were about to leave and then you're texting me that someone got arrested.
Oh my gosh. So it's a 9-hour flight from JFK to Accra in Ghana. And it's basically over the ocean. You just got to go. And so not only we have to be at the Charlotte airport 3 hours before the flight from Charlotte to JFK. So it's already been, and then we have a 3-hour layover at JFK. So it's already been like a 6 or 7 hour day.
Oh my God.
And then we get on the plane for a 9-hour plane ride. So, you sit down and you're ready.
You're prepping,
and I'm not going bougie on this trip because I have my heart and my mind in the right place. This is not a vacation. I'm here to sort of work.
Yeah.
So I'm in a normal seat. I do not get a lay flat. I do not pay extra for a pod. There is no first class happening.
No.
I am in a traditional regular coach seat.
No more room.
No more. I might have, one of the flights I might have had Delta Comfort, which was a little bit more room, and they give you a pillow that has a mini toothbrush in the bag, but all the other seats just get a pillow. Things. But so we all sit down and they start boarding and then they say, oh, there's been a problem. One of the toilets won't flush. Give us just a minute. We're going to bring maintenance on. And we see someone walk by. Meanwhile, this is a 450 person plane. It is the pods in the front and then 3, seats in the middle section. And then all the normal seats are 2 on one window, 4 across the middle and 2 on the other side.
Wow.
So that is, 8 people a row times a ton. So it was, I tried to do the math and it was over 450 people. So we see maintenance come on trying to fix the bathroom. And then they're like, okay, well, we're just settling up one more thing. Hopefully we can get off, start taxiing soon. Well, a man about 2 rows in front of me on the aisle on the left, I see the stewardesses come up to him and say, can you please just talk to us over here, sir? Please come this way and come talk to us. So he gets up and walks away and then he comes and sits back down. And then about 5 minutes later, it happens again. 2 or 3 other stewardesses come over and ask him to go speak to him privately. He does it again. Then now it's been 40 minutes.
Oh
so finally over the announcements are hey, we're dealing with a customer service issue. We're hoping to taxi here shortly. So then, my friends, we're all seated across the plane. There's 6 of us and we start walking around chit-chatting. Well, apparently in the back of the plane, we got the gossip. The man had gotten up to get water from the back. The flight attendant hands it to him. He makes some off-color comment to her and she says that's not appropriate. Excuse me. You can't talk to me that way. Well, then he gets up his phone to try to take her picture or video it. What? And then another flight attendant snatches his phone and says, you cannot video here. And so then he marches back to his seat.
Oh my gosh.
So then they try to get his phone to delete any pictures he's taken. And I see him go, get out of here. You're not worth my time. You get off this plane. So then they're like, I'm sorry, sir. If anyone's going to be getting off this plane, it's going to be you.
Yeah.
So then 3 times he refuses to leave. And he says, I will not leave until the police come get me.
What?
So then we have to wait for a police officer to then come on the plane to escort this man. But he looks like a professor. He's just sitting there acting like it's not even him. The rest of us are they want you. 500 of us cannot leave until you get off the plane. Yeah. And he's just sitting there looking around. Every time the stewardesses come over saying, can we talk to you over to the side? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he walks over. And then my friend who did upgrade for a pod said the man kept his foot. He would not step off of like the jetway. Like he wouldn't step foot off of the plane. They kept trying to talk to him a little further
to see
and
if
further to see if they could. So then the police get him off the plane and then he will not tell them what bags are his. So then the women have to then pull every bag out of the overhead bins all around. Like, whose bag is this one? Whose bag is this one? If you're not listening, we may accidentally get your bag off the plane. So please pay attention to us right now. And then they finally identify what they assume is his bag. And then we hear the screws going again. Then they have to open the baggage under the plane and scan every single bag tag for 500 people to find his checked bag to get that off the plane.
Oh my gosh.
It was nuts. And, we're all just sitting there like, what is going on? And then they're like, okay, now we're ready to take off.
And you were on there for like 3 hours, right?
This was a 3-hour ordeal before our 9-hour flight.
Oh, I know. Were you just like,
I was like, okay. All right, let's have some wine now.
Yeah.
It's free on here, right? So I drank a lot of bad red wine on the way there.
Yeah, that's what you need though.
Yeah, it was Delta Airlines. I'm not mad at you. I mean, it goes down and it's free, 50 free. So I said, bottoms up, buddy.
Thank you very much.
So that was my crazy story. And then with the tailwind, it's like 11 and a half hours coming back too. So no good.
And then you had another story too about you had to pay off cops, like on the way to church.
On the way to church, we had a couple of the guys sitting in the back of the truck, the bed of the truck, because one of our vehicles broke down, which is very common there. There's not many reliable things.
Yeah.
So one of the trucks break down. We're like, there's only 6 of us. Let's just cram into the truck. Like, just sure, we'll do, 3 in the back, 2 in the front, and 2 in the truck bed.
Yeah.
It's we see much worse.
Yeah.
You see men on motorbikes holding a baby in front of them when they drop their kids off the back of the bike. Like no helmets, no nothing. So so a cop stops us. 3 officers walk over. They check the registration on the car, but they claim that there was an issue. And our driver, who's our friend, was like, 100 CDs. And he goes, there's 3 of us pulling you over. So we're like, okay, 200 CDs. And he said, okay.
What does that mean?
CDs is like their currency. So that was basically like $20.
Okay.
Because the dollar stinks right now. So it was like, 10 to 1. So $1 was like 10 CDs.
Oh, okay. So they're like, pay us and we'll let you go.
They let us go. But meanwhile, we saw other people on trucks, in bed of trucks, and we were just white. We're just white people drawing attention to ourselves.
They're like, yep,
we're gonna get them. They're tourists with money, probably.
They've got money.
Well, we are on a tight time schedule today, so I don't want to make you late, but thanks for hearing all my good stories.
Yeah, that was like, when you text me that, I was like, are you even going to get there?
I know.
Are you going to stay in New York?
I know.
One like super mom over here, she's like volunteering half the day today. I'm like, are you on, East Coast time? And then you were like, yeah. And I thought you maybe thought I didn't think you were back yet.
Yeah.
But I was like, I knew you were back, but I was like, are you on our time zone now? And then plus spring forward, which I love the later evenings.
I do like the later, longer. No, I mean, it was fine because when you travel home for 24 hours and it's not a red eye, you get to come home and go right to sleep. And since you didn't really sleep on all those bad flights in an upright seat, you just come home. I watched so many good movies and then you come home and go to sleep.
So I
felt good.
Did you stay up on the way back? Is that kind of what you do?
I think on the first hour of the first flight, I maybe slept. Till they started serving that food. Then I had to get my meal going.
Yeah. I don't ever fly Delta. Are they?
Yeah, it's good.
Delta's pretty good.
Delta's great.
What are we going to fly when we go to Korea?
I don't know. We should probably upgrade for that one.
Yeah, we should.
Treat ourselves.
We should definitely. We're not flying in coach for that.
No. I don't even know how long that flight is. Anyone have any Korea tips? Let us know.
Oops, hold on. Let me turn this down. I'm starting a Zoom meeting. I was looking and it was like, if you leave at, I think it's like an 11 or 13-hour flight.
Oof.
If you leave at 7:45 or something, you're there the next day because you're going across the country the other way, right?
Yeah.
I think.
I have to look at a map again.
I need to see.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure
I don't
it
think
out.
you're going like past Europe that way. I think we go the other way.
So maybe you spend a day or two, maybe spend a day in JFK, like a day in LA or something first.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Or Dallas or Chicago. Sometimes that can be a hub.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Well,
luckily we have time to figure it out. 'Cause not until the fall.
Not until the fall, but it's going to come quick. Like we talked about last time, being on a countdown. And so on this weekend, I got the date. He goes August 22nd. And I was like, Whoa.
That's when he flies there?
That's when he goes.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
And I was like, we're
Party. I'll take you to Key West or something that weekend.
Yes.
By the way, I'm going to Key West soon in April, and I just booked my room at Casa Marina.
Was it expensive?
Expensive as hell.
Their prices are crazy.
Well, it's someone's birthday, so I didn't have a choice. And I'm like, hell yeah, I love this hotel. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the best. It's the best.
Yeah, it's the best. I love Key West.
I mean, I just really don't think anything's comparable, and I don't want to try other places. I'm just like, bite the bullet, do it.
Yeah. No. I mean, there's a few others, but just nothing's as good as Casa Marina.
Mm-mm.
So,
right, hands down, it's the best.
All right. Well, this was good catch up.
Good catch up. I'm glad I see your face. Thanks for the wine.
I know. All right.
Feel better already. Home sweet home.
See,
God bless America.
She's back. All right. Sorry, next.